Hey guys, JP here from JP's Underdog Guitar Repair, and I just want to demonstrate the new Total Vice that I got for the shop. This is the Proppers Guitar Workstation. It came direct from the United States of America, and I paid dearly for the shipping and customs, unfortunately, but you know, it is what it is. I still think it was a sound investment, no pun intended. So anyway, you can see here the guitar is held in a horizontal position. This device allows me to rotate the guitar 180 degrees in whatever direction I need to. So that's obviously very handy for doing fret dressing and stuff like that, and for doing fret ends especially. But this stand also has, this workstation I should say, also has another very interesting feature. And if I can have Amelia come around. So Amelia is filming for us today. Thank you, Amelia.
You're welcome.
So this guitar station allows me to also tilt the guitar in this direction and lock that into place, which is handy if I'm doing refinishing on the side of the guitar, or if I'm replacing a binding or any of that sort of stuff. You know, setting up a guitar to be intonated, that's also, you know, another option. On top of that, another cool thing is that I can rotate the guitar 360 degrees in this direction as well. If you hear any rattling, that's because the cable from this Fishman pickup is actually inside the guitar right now. So that's all that you're hearing. It's very safe. Can hold the guitar in any position to be worked on. I can work on the end bout here if I would like to. Just very handy. I can reglue I can do a partial reglue on a bridge. Obviously very handy. When I'm not working with the, you know, let's just say for example, so you see the guitar is actually out away from the bench for me, which is very handy as well. It's at eye level for doing fret work. So let's say for example, you know, obviously this is a fairly high position. This can also be dropped down. This portion can be removed 100%, okay? And can be locked into the lower receptacle here. So this also takes away some of the functionality, but it lowers the guitar to a lower working position while still allowing me to rotate the guitar. So, you know, well, I guess I'll have to work on that. So there's a little bit of a clearance issue here with that. But basically it does lower the guitar to a better working position. If I want to flip it around even as is, I can just pick it up, rotate it, put it the other direction. So very handy. I want to show you some of the calls that I made for this. So what's required, so this locks the neck portion in. You can see this little elastic band. Okay, holds the guitar very securely. I made a call for here, I'll show you that. This locks the end bout into place and actually does so very well. I was really impressed by that. Okay, now I can safely remove the guitar, that easy. One of the nice things about it is the simplicity of the whole thing. So I'll be honest, I cheated a little bit. I obviously had this thing already set up for you on the bench, ready to go, and you know, but I think setup time on this. So setup time on this, once I had everything ready to go, was maybe, I don't know, 3 minutes, 4 minutes tops, and that was my first time setting it up with an acoustic guitar. So all things being said, pretty phenomenal. I'm gonna go ahead and put it back up on its other stand. You can see how easy that is to do as well. Not complicated at all. Locks into place, and this isn't going anywhere. It's actually super stable. call I was really impressed with it. So I did make some calls for this, and that was recommended by the manufacturer. So it wasn't a surprise to have to do that. This is what comes stock. It's this little, basically standoff. I made this call. Basically this is maple. I just cut a V into it at a 45 and basically draped some leather onto it to provide a safe surface for the guitar to sit in. So you may be wondering, why would I make a V call? Why wouldn't I make a little scooped call, or a radiused call? And the reason for that is that with a V call like this, I can put any guitar, any shaped guitar into that. Everything from a banjo to mandolin to a bass guitar, anything will fit in it, right? So it's basically as close to one size fits all as I could make. On the bottom of it, I've impregnated some neodymium magnets, and basically routed a recess for the magnets to sit in, and super glued those into place. Should be awesome. I mean, I can't see this. I can't see ever needing to revisit this. It works, right? If I ever need something different, I can just make a new one, which I will. Again, not a big deal. So there's the call for the neck support at the 7th fret. This also moves forward and backwards for smaller or larger instruments, right? I can put it right at the sweet spot. It's awesome. This is adjustable for the neck support angle, okay? So your peg head sits on here. This is a tapered call that I made. You can see the taper on that. Also impregnated with neodymium magnets underneath it, okay? Just to support right underneath the heel of the guitar so that you're not putting any undue pressure on it, all right? And again, just magnets on, it'll slide forward and back as I need it. I do want to mention that I added one little extra piece of security for the system, okay? This here is not stock. This is another call that I made, okay? And the purpose of this is also, all surfaces are protected. This is cork, okay? So it's not gonna scratch the guitar. And I routed a channel into there. I actually used the saw, to be perfectly honest. Basically dadoed a channel out. And the reason I did that was so that the end pin of the guitar can sit into it, all right? And what that does is it prevents the guitar from slipping out of any position. So if I've got the guitar sitting this way, it's not gonna be able to slide out of the system. And to be perfectly honest with you, this is redundant, I think. I was actually really surprised by just how secure this locks the guitar into place. It does a very good job, but you can't have too much security. You're dealing with other people's instruments, so this is an added safety device. As I said, again, magnets impregnated underneath it, so it's modular. You can slide up and down, and that just basically sits right there. End pin goes into that channel, and once it's in any position, it can't slide in or out. A little bit of added security, makes me feel better. So anyway, this has been the Proppers Guitar Workstation, and it's a new addition to the shop here at JB's Underdog Guitar Repair. And definitely going to be very useful for acoustic guitars and electric guitars. I'm not 100% sure yet. It's going to replace my fretting rig, because I just like the fine adjustment on that. If I'm doing a fret level and recrown, I want the neck to be perfect. I want it to be adjusted exactly perfect. I may come up with some additional things for this system. I basically consider this, it's like a starting point, right? There's a lot that I can do with this, and I think with a little bit of, and it's incredibly well designed, but I think with a little bit of extra ingenuity in the shop, actual working time, I'll find way more uses for it, right? But the ability to take a guitar and turn it in any which direction I want is absolutely fantastic. Great piece of gear. If I'm working on the back of the guitar can be placed like this, and basically I can work on any angle on the back of the guitar if I want as well. Let's say I've got a crack across the back of the guitar that needs regluing. This would be absolutely ideal for that. And then when I'm done with the system for the day, bam, out of the way. Great little piece of gear, and I look forward to using it for sure. Anyway, I've been JP from JP's Underdog Guitar Repair with Amelia behind the camera. Thanks again, Amelia, for the help and for coming into the shop today and actually kicking butt today. She was fantastic. Great job, Amelia. And we'll see all you guys soon, and have a great day. See you, folks.